picture.
Hello, everybody. It's Friday night.
It is.
October 30th, the night before Halloween.
Ah.
And tonight, we are doing a song, dedicating it to a niece and a nephew.
Yeah.
Our nephew, James Owens, lives in Santa Monica. Our niece, Brandy Grogan, lives in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So we said, what song could we do
We said that.
that would be appropriate for both of them?
Appropriate, right.
So we came up with California, Here I Come.
Right.
Now, it was written in 1921 for the Broadway musical, ready for this name, Bumbo. Al Jolson was the star. The song was written by Buddy DeSilva and Joseph Meyer, with Jolson also listed as a co-author. Jolson recorded the song in 1924, and it is often called the official state song of California.
Right.
So, with little ado, we pass it over to Joe, who has something else to say. Another story.
What's a little ado?
It's a small goodbye from me to you.
Oh, my goodness. I have a story.
I knew it. I knew
Right.
you had a story.
And oddly, this is a story about who didn't write this song, not who did.
Now, and that you're really going to want to know.
Yes. Sigmund Romberg was a terrific composer of Broadway musicals like The Student Prince, you may have heard of, and The Desert Song, and stuff like that. And he had come over here from Austria as a child, and grew up in New York, and learned to play the piano, got jobs playing in joints, and finally put together a little orchestra. And the next thing you know, the Schuberts, who pretty much ran Broadway, I think, at the time, heard him and said, we'd like you to come on board and write some music for our musicals. And so they did. And so he is listed as the composer of Bumbo, all right? The funny thing is, I looked at the list of songs that Romberg wrote for that show, the original performance. None of them is at all memorable, all right? Never heard of them. So how do we get to this? Well, Bumbo was a vehicle for Al Jolson. That's all it was. You know, a very thin plot, that sort of thing. People wanted to hear Jolson sing on stage. He was so great. He was as big as it gets, all right? So they kept writing these shows for him, and he kept selling all the tickets, and everything was fine. But in this case, if the original music doesn't go over big, what do? You find some ringers to come in and write you some songs to fit in. My only thought is, and Buddy DeSilva wrote California, Here I Come. How did Sigmund feel about this? Did he go crawl in the corner and say, nobody loves me? Or did he say, I'm making a living?
Right.
What's the difference?
And in those days, if you had a job, that was something worthwhile.
Someday I'll find the book that'll tell me the answer to that question.
And we'll know what Bumbo was about.
Right. I suppose it isn't worth it. Believe me, I've read it. It isn't worth it. We'll get to this song. This is a rouser, all right?
So
People
get ready.
love to sing this tune. So I guess we better sing this tune. Ready? I'm going to. California, here I come, right back where I started from, where bowers of flowers bloom in the spring. Each morning, dawning birdies singing everything. The sun-kissed mist said, don't be late. Right where I can hardly wait. Open up that golden gate, California, here I come. Slower. California, here I come, right back where I started from, where bowers of flowers bloom in the spring. Each morning at dawning birdies singing everything. The sun-kissed mist said, don't be late. That's why I can hardly wait. Ready? Open up that golden gate, California, here I come. Santa Monica, San Francisco, San Luis Obispo, all of you people.
San Bernardino,
Good
San
night.
Diego.
Good night.
Good night. Have a nice weekend and a safe Halloween.
Hit it, babe.
Good night.